Hey there YouTube, this is Rajuta and welcome to my channel Keep Calm and Read All. And yeah, today is the last day of the Booktubeathon challenges and day 7 is about the book stories. And yeah, for me, for all of us, reading is a personal experience. They have a lot of memories associated with it, not just the story itself. And yeah, for my book story, I have chosen His Dark Materials by Philip Pullman. And can I tell you how excited I am to do this? Simply because when I first read this, I was in my undergraduate years, and at that point of time, I didn't have access to the kind of bookstores that we now have. Anything that I wanted to buy, I basically had whenever I would go outside for vacations or visits out of town, or my family members would be out of town, I would basically ask them to bring back a ton of books. Yeah, they must really love me. They got me a lot of books, which I'm very grateful for. So His Dark Materials was actually got, like, the first 3 books were got by my dad, and I marathoned through the entire books during the course of the week. Forget reading for class, forget about assignments. I basically wanted to just sit down and read His Dark Materials. Lyra and Will are still my favorite characters of all times. When I first read it, I was in my undergraduate years. I was doing English literature at that point of time, and I loved every single second of it, mostly because I got to read a lot of books, and books that I would normally not read as well. It opened me up to this entire world of books, and now I got this edition again. I got this edition a month back, and I read this like last weekend for the 24 in 48 readathon. Simply because it had been such a long time that there were parts of it which I didn't really remember very well. So it was actually reading it for the first time again. It was sort of like meeting an old friend and discovering, like, whom you haven't seen for a really long time. What you remember are mostly sensations than actual events. But then when you start reading it again, or you start talking to that friend, you realize, okay, what has changed? What has still remained the same? What is it, that thing that made you love that book in the first place itself? So yeah, it was, I was very happy when I was reading this series again. I read it over the weekend, and yeah, it's actually interesting that when I was reading it, I was in my undergraduate years, and now when I read it again, I'm a teacher at the same university, and I'm teaching English literature to students. That is basically, so yeah, that's my book story. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel Keep Calm and Read All. I have been honored to be a part of this Booktubeathon, and it has been a lot of fun reading for this Booktubeathon, and I hope that I do better justice to this the next time. So yeah, that's it for now. See ya.